We are on verdict watch in a case dubbed the ex-boyfriend murder trial. Will the jurors be able to agree a verdict? We are going to discuss what happens in the UK criminal courts when a jury cannot agree a verdict. So let me give you a very brief overview of this case. The accused defendant has been charged with stalking his ex-girlfriend. He has used their children that he had regular contact with to spy on their mother. Mum starts dating a new man, and from the evidence in court, it was in the beginning stages of their dating courtship, and they were not exclusive. The accused was extremely jealous and is also accused of being so obsessed that he went over to the new boyfriend's house and brutally murdered him. The night of the murder, the victim was reported missing. However, the amount of blood in the house presumed him to be dead. The accused is thought to have disposed his body so well that he has yet to be found up to the date of doing this video. So there you have it. That's the backdrop. This case seems to be pretty circumstantial regarding the murder charges. Remember, they still haven't found a body, yet the evidence for stalking seems pretty solid. And the defense is claiming that the police only focused on Zach Anderson, the accused. However, the victim was dating other women, he was in debt and about to be evicted from his property. It's a great case to compare with our UK courts on what would happen if a jury cannot agree, because this jury is still deliberating at the time of recording this video, so it feels like perfect timing. Oh, I love this judge. You may remember him from the Kyle Rittenhouse Trial. And here is why I love this judge.
He's either forgetting the court's rulings or attempting to provoke a mistrial in this matter. He knows he can't go into this, and he's asking the questions. I asked the court to strongly admonish him, and the next time it happens, I'll be asking for a mistrial.
Well, Your Honor, this was the subject of a motion. I'm well aware of that. And the court left the door open.
For me, not for you.
Oh my, what'd you think of that? The judge is the gatekeeper of the trial. And when the state is being naughty, and in this next small clip, we can see how it works in practice. Let's watch.
Or I indicated a bias towards denial is what I did. Held it open with a bias towards denial. Why would you think that that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that.
I have left you links if you want to see how the DA responded on the Law&Crime Network YouTube channel. So check them out. Now, let's get back to waiting for a verdict. So in the UK, it is similar. After closing arguments, known as closing speeches here in the UK, the jury retires to the jury room to deliberate on a verdict of guilty or not guilty. In the UK, if jurors do not all agree on a verdict, the judge may accept a decision upon which most of the jurors agree, but not all jurors agree. This is known as a majority verdict. It's important to note that a court shall not accept a majority verdict of guilty unless the foreman of the jury has stated in open court the number of jurors who respectively agreed to and dissented from the verdict. A court shall also not accept a majority verdict unless it appears to the court that the jury have had not less than 2 hours of deliberation, or such a longer period as the court thinks is reasonable, having regard to the nature and complexity of the case. If a jury cannot agree, then there could be a hung jury, and the prosecution would have to decide to retry the case with a new jury. So, are you curious to find out if the jury thinks the accused was so obsessed that he murdered his ex-girlfriend's new love interest? Well, in England, a man was sent to prison for life for murdering his ex-girlfriend's new lover. This case was dubbed the muscle murderer, so it is more common than one would think. Before ending, if you're in an abusive relationship or know someone that is, see our playlist on domestic abuse or violence within a family relationship for more awareness and help. Well, I hope you found today's video interesting, and information is power. Why not subscribe and watch more of our videos? If you need legal help, contact Legal Minded Friends.